State, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Melbourne taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Aussies, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Yellow, lining, opposite, green, check white, blue, check.
Up the middle they go. It's Hopkins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Taking it about the 36. A beautiful fake.
Holding, receiving.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, Atkins. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Back to throw. Atkins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Ready.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
Let's go.
And now it's 3rd and 3.
Draw. 10. Switch. Yellow. Black swap. Smith red.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Shedding through the defense. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, this defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Golden Eagles are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But you look at this defense against the pass. They're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Hopkins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hut. 43 rail. Hut.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Let's go now. Switch. Yellow. Black swap.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hopkins.
Hurry.
Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year 1.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. This young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Atkins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Back to throw. Atkins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Atkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And the ball is knocked out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down. Atkins. He finds his man complete. It's Rhodes. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Atkins. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Ready up.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. 2nd and 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Atkins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd and 2, Atkins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, Atkins. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw. Atkins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Golden Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Black swap. Set.
He's going to try and take off with it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. Oh, some strong running. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Atkins. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ready.
On second down now. It's Hopkins, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of...
Oh, now, meanwhile, the pass incomplete, but penalty flags on the field. There might very well have been early contact there. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Golden Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Back to throw now on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Let go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taking on the midfield logo. Shifts by him. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Atkins. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Golden Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pink, yellow, lining.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he's got it. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Golden Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packers ready to take over offensively. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aleem McNeil, his 2nd sack of the night. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, what a move. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
To throw on 2nd down, Atkins. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away. And Incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Atkins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing